So I've been calling around to all of my coworkers today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And trying to get some information. And everybody is pissed. So we are supposed to be going down there Tuesday morning to see what's going on. You know, but you know it amazes me how people try to lie on you. You know, and it's easy for them to manipulate people who don't know you.
Right.
You know, and try to impose this false character on others, and due to the fact that the person doesn't know you personally, they perceive that as the reality, but that's not the reality.
Right.
You know what you have to do. You have to get to know that person. You know, now I'm supposed to be so lazy, but I work a moving job. I was going to work 6 days a damn week.
Right.
You know, and what the hell am I supposed to be? What was it that I was supposed to have brought on myself? That's amazing. I mean, that is amazing how time reveals things. You know, and it's like simply because of the lack of funds that really snatches people's mask off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, money.
Your hands are tied. Huh?
Oh, I want you to finish.
You know, it's especially when your hands are tied because the people who are in charge of the company, their hands are tied because the bank got their hands tied. What can you do? You know, all of that yelling and screaming, going all up in the office, and bringing your wife with you, and calling the police. That's not gonna get you your money.
Nope.
You know, these people, they want to pay everybody, but everything is tied up at the bank. And then when you call the bank and you tell them, look, I work for Full Circle, you know, and I just need to know what's going on with a Full Circle account. They are not going to distribute that information unless you're the owner of the company. So, you know, you can't just be an employee and calling the bank talking about, tell me what's going on with the company's funds. You can only go to the company and ask the company what's going on with your funds.
Right.
If the money is not tied up at the bank. I mean, this is common sense, you know?
Right.
But simply because everything is tied up, people want to project that on your character and go around and lie to other people about who you are as a so-called man. Well, if he was a man, he do this. He's a man, he do that. Then I can't wait until I get out of here. I can't wait. Man, I've never in my life lived in a city with so many soulless people in my life. I mean, just straight up soulless. And they out doing every goddamn thing up under the sun, but want to try to demoralize you when they spend 24/7 of their lives demoralizing themselves. And the only thing you're trying to do is be patient and keep your integrity by not responding in any way that's going to be inadequate for your life.
Right.
But you're always the one. You know, he brought it on himself. I know he's angry, but he brought it on himself. Man, when I read that bullshit, I'm like, what? It was funny. You know, and I wasn't even surprised because I pretty much knew that a lot of that was going on. But see, that's been going on ever since I moved out here, and I was to find out that's been going on even before my plane touched the damn ground.
Right.
But it's all right. But it's all right, you know, because I've been through worse. You know, regardless of the way that I'm feeling right now, you know, you reflect back on a whole lot of other things that you've been through, and you remove the emotional effects of the present moment, and you reflect back to times that were much more harsher. What you come to understand is that you've gone through that this is the worst thing that ever happened to your life, because it's really not. You've been through worse. You know, it's just that the environment is contaminated with soulless species. You know.
Right.
That's why I tell these Shonda's Island, be very careful who you surround yourself with. You know, be very selective, you know.
You know, the money or the lack of money a lot of times just shows you that the real God of this world is money, or it's the biggest false god of this world is money, because it reveals everything or whatever. All you got to know. What are you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying. Wow, we're gonna have to go into that. Go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause I know you see it. You seen it your whole life, man. I've seen it in my life too, man. You know, man. Money. People talk about this and that, but if you really just analyze things, money is always tied, is at the root of everything they saying as far as when they judging people. It's always about that money. If you don't have it, you ain't a man. You or it's about being grown. You ain't grown till you have a lot of money. Or it's always people always measuring. Me and you done had this conversation many times, especially over the past few years, because we both have been in some very crazy financial circumstances, and I've lamented to you about my parents or whatever, and them judging me according to money and stuff, man. It's very demoralized, because if I had all that, I guess I would be Superman then, whatever you want. And it's like we need a whole new value system.
Yeah, and it's like you ain't nothing if you don't have no money coming in, okay? Or you ain't nothing or less than a human being if you have just a little money in. And you damn sure ain't shit if someone else got your money tied up, and here's an institution that owes you damn near $1,400 that you can't get your hands on, and due to the fact that is the fact, regardless if that's the fact, you still ain't nothing.
Right.
You still ain't nothing. I know they got your money tied up, but you want to know something? You still ain't nothing. How about that? And so money is very revealing. It's just like you say. They turned money into a god.
Yeah, it's the biggest false god of this world, not Satan. It's money.
Yeah, they look down on you if you don't have any money because they need it. And then as soon as your money come in, you're loved again. You're tolerated again. It's so fake.
Yeah.
It's fake. And you walk around here, you're not disrespecting nobody. You're not cussing nobody out. I haven't cussed nobody out since I've been in Georgia. But I'm the worst human being on the planet. You want to know something? I'll be the worst human being on the planet. I'll be that.
Right.
But one thing, I'll be the best, worst human being on the planet, because by me being the worst human being on the planet, I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I stay to myself.
Right.
I don't bother nobody. But it seems like the people who are looking down on me are the ones that's saying and doing little subliminal stuff to try to make me angry, try to get some kind of reaction out of me. Number one, you don't know me well enough to try to provoke me.
Right.
You don't know everything about my past, and you don't know what's sitting up inside of me. You don't know what this situation is making me feel and think to be trying to provoke me, because I just might surprise you. I just might shock you.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. There is nothing that you can do or say that's going to make me lose my integrity.
Right.
You're not in control of me. I'm in control of me. So no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how many niggas you put all in my face, you ain't going to get me to lose my control. I'm too sophisticated for that. I'm not the one that's out there spreading my stuff around, lying to people, manipulating people, doing all of this lying and character assassination, trying to get people to think that you're lazy and no good and you're just looking for a handout. Yeah, okay. 32 years living in Las Vegas, my resume is insane. And when you see my resume, you are not going to read a man who was looking for a handout to nobody.
Right.
You know, this is a totally new environment for me. This is my first time, 55 years old, and this is my very first time ever even coming to the South. But I'm lazy and I ain't shit. I mean, people don't even give you a chance to get adjusted to this totally different way of life. You come out here, everybody's lying on you, everybody's manipulating you, everybody's attacking you, and you know, trying to bring your spirit down, trying to prevent you from getting information, trying to create these blockages between you and someone else who really wants to help you, but no. So you have to go out your way and get this information yourself. Why are you trying to come in? You know, why are you being an impediment between me and this other person who wants to help me, who understands that I come from a totally different environment, and so this man is going to have to, you know, get some assistance in order to get started. But then, because I need some assistance to get started, it don't mean that I ain't nothing.
Right.
Because I've helped a whole lot of people who moved to Las Vegas, who didn't know that they needed a gaming card, who didn't know that they couldn't even get a McDonald's job or anywhere around food unless they had a health card. I was the one that was going around helping a whole lot of people get the proper IDs so that they can get started. Because these people come from somewhere else. They've never been to Vegas before in their life. They need to be surrounded by some people who have been there, either all their life or long enough, in order for them to assist them on how to get their wheels rolling.
Right.
You know, but when it comes to me and me needing some help, and you know, somebody who's with you ain't helping you. Actually, you know, they're trying to create impediments so that you have to. It's almost like people try to keep you on your knees, and then when they try to keep you on your knees, then they criticize you.
Right.
Look at you. You're on your knees. You ain't nothing. You know? You come out here, everything blows up in your face behind some sexually confused faggot. You know, this is a trip. This is a trip. And you know what? Once I walk away from this, I ain't looking back.
Please don't.
I ain't looking back. No friendship, no nothing. I don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing at all.
Right.
Because this is just dead wrong. I'm finding out so many things, man. Finding out so many lies. You know, so many lies have been told. You know, and see, this is why you have to get in front of that person and tell them exactly what's going on. I didn't have to deal with none of that. Man, Mario was telling me so much stuff, man. I'm like, dang. Talk about contrary. You know, but when people came to Las Vegas, and they would get on my bus and they would ask questions. You know, how did you become a bus driver? I helped 7 young men out to become bus drivers, all the way to the point where I helped them study the CDL test. I think I told you, I used to teach the CDL test in Las Vegas at the Flamingo Library. And the Flamingo Library at the time was right across the street from where I lived. I used to rent a room for $25 a day to teach the CDL for young men between the ages 21 and 29.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and help them become bus drivers. That's how you help people get started. You have to assist people. You can't say, what you come out here for? You know, what's up? Oh, you must be lazy. Or you angry about something, blah, blah, blah. You have to help people get started. And once you get them started and the wheels start rolling, then they can go from there. That's just like when you help a baby walk. You know, you help their hands, they take a few steps, sooner or later they'll be able to walk on their own. But when it comes to David Brayboy, oh hell no, he ain't shit. He ain't nothing. And that's exactly why I'm going to be successful. So I consider myself in good company. Because when you are the type of person where everybody, and you've seen this various times in history, the primary people who are always lied upon and looked down upon, they become the most successful people.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Go ahead and slander me. Go ahead and lie on me. Go ahead and try to convince people that I ain't nothing and I'm lazy and I just want to and do this and do that. Go ahead and help me be successful. Keep talking. Keep talking. It's just when my work blows up, don't ask me for a damn thing. Don't ask me for nothing.
Right. You know, like I always say, whatever, you know, in regards to me and my circumstances, once I do reach that certain quote-unquote pinnacle or plateau, my parents going to be some of the last people I bless, whereas people like you are going to be in the very top 5 or whatever, because y'all have always supported me and been there for me intellectually, mentally, and spiritually, and that means way more than just a physical comfort, you know? Because like me and you always talk about, it's that if you can't bond with somebody on a spiritual, emotional, and mental level, then you can you know, shower them with all the house or whatever. That don't really mean much compared to that real bond, and that's the bond that we've always, people like you, Coco, and a few other brothers and sisters that I deal with, we've always had that real genuine bond where we're very supportive of one another. That matters to me more than just living here.
Yeah, because that's what it's supposed to be about when it comes to family anyway. You know, that's why family is not flesh and blood. Family is all about principle. That fundamental divine principle. That principle of action on how you treat people.
Yep, how you treat people and how you make them feel.
And what a lot of people are going to have to understand is that the way that you treat somebody who gives up everything and they make a change, if you abuse those people, eventually you're going to look around and your world will start falling apart. Right. Especially when someone comes out here with honest intentions on not to take advantage of nobody. He comes out here with love. He comes out here with compassion, concern, with good intention. You know, it wasn't my fault that Maria was at the Sunset Station manipulating the schedule and stealing from the damn company. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where I was barely getting any hours and I didn't have enough time to save up the amount of the money that I wanted to save up, and then I was being rushed out of Las Vegas. Right. And then I come out here and money without real quick, all of a sudden you ain't shit no more. You ain't shit.
Just imagine, had you had money, you may have never found out how she truly was.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it reminds me of that time I told you I was at Mike's house when he was having that birthday party. Yeah. And he took me upstairs, and he was saying, you know, I just want to thank you for being my friend. You remember me telling you about that?
Yeah, you told me many times that story many times about how he was saying that the people there around him ain't really for him. They just care because he got money.
Yeah, he said them niggas downstairs. He said they don't care nothing about me. He said the only thing they were sitting around waiting for the next opportunity for them to get a check. So I understand what he means when he says people don't care about you. All they want is your money and what you can provide for them financially. But anything else, they really don't give a damn about you.
Right.
And that's all I've seen since I've been out here. But that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I said, as soon as I get on my feet, I'm going to disappear, dude. I'm getting on this MARTA bus, and I'm going to make that $22 an hour, and I'm getting me an authentic Atlanta home. I ain't going nowhere, dude. I ain't going nowhere. All that getting up, so I'm going to go back to Las Vegas. I ain't got time for that, dude. I'm good.
Yeah, like they say, it's time to bloom where you're planting. Right now, you're planting in Atlanta. So bloom there. You just gotta get through this I guess you say rough season.
Yeah, I mean, all a person needs to do is get on their feet, and see, that's what getting on your feet implies. But just like a baby, that baby can't stand up on their own. They need some help for a little while, and then when you explain that type of description to them or illustration, every time you turn around, you hear this grown man, and you grown man, you grown. Number one, I don't need you to tell me that I'm grown. That's something I already know. So don't think you're teaching me anything, because I already know that. If you want to teach me something, to tell me something I don't know. But there's there's grown people out here, quote unquote grown people, who still need a helping hand.
Yeah, that's why I don't care for that whole you grown thing, because in this economy, man, that's probably as much so-called grown folks that need help as there are young folks.
Yeah.
And it ain't getting any better, especially with Trump in office.
Well, Trump ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, yeah, I know.
I'm talking about the state of humanity today. People do not give a damn about nothing but money. That's all they care about. Humanity is gone. Once a person threatens to throw you in the street simply because you say that you got a love for them, that shows you where humanity is today.
Right.
I don't care. I don't tell me you love me. Just hand me your check when you get it. And then folks look around and wonder why there's no progress. It's like I was telling my sister BB. BB can pretty much out-sing all of the singers that they have out there now. The only two singers that I can see BB having problems with would be Beyonce and Chaka Khan, because Beyonce can sing her ass off. I don't like her, but Beyonce can sing her ass off. And Chaka Khan, I ain't even gonna say that. Chaka Khan, the only thing you gotta do is say her name, Chaka Khan, and that's it. That's all you gotta do, is say her name. But due to the fact that she's so gifted in singing, the reason why my sister never made it is because her heart is so ugly. Now people say, well, how come you haven't made it? Is your heart ugly? No, my heart's not ugly. My mistake is having the wrong people in my environment. Going in, trying to love people, trying to be respectable, trying to hold on to your integrity and everything, but people constantly try to tear you down, because you are an easygoing and very reserved person. They figure you're weak. No, you're weak. I know who I am. I'll be 56 years old in January, and I ain't never in my life been arrested. Don't ever tell me I'm weak. I come up in Chicago, Illinois, didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't do drugs, don't have babies all over the damn place. Didn't use drugs, didn't sell drugs, didn't rob people, didn't do nothing to nobody. And everywhere that I've been, I was in Las Vegas for 32 years, didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't sleep with prostitutes, didn't become an alcoholic, didn't gamble. Don't tell me I'm weak. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you look around and you see everybody else doing whatever they got to do for money, I got to get paid, so you laying up with folks for a few dollars. Don't ever tell me I'm weak.
Right.
Because the environments that I grew up in have destroyed plenty of people, and I've seen these things. I've seen so many of my friends in Chicago get destroyed because of the environment.
Right.
They conform and they conform to the environment, and the environment took them out. I go to Las Vegas. I've been out there I was out there for 32 years, and I grew a whole lot of friends out there. Saw them destroyed by alcohol, drugs. They catch AIDS and stuff, from these prostitutes. I never did any of those things, but I'm weak. Now, you can check my blood right now. You ain't gonna find no diseases.
Right.
I ain't never in my life caught a venereal disease. Because I just wasn't laying around with just everybody. And he's my friend. I'm gonna give him some. He did this for me, so I'm gonna let him hit trash. That's how you think when you trash. I was a man that didn't think like that. But I brought something on myself. What the fuck did I bring on myself? But it's all right. It's cool. I told my both my parents, because I sent them the same letter. I told both my parents, I said, but you want to know something? No matter how much all of you have mistreated me, you're not going to put me in a position to where I'm going to hurt others. I'm not going to let you kill me like that.
Right.
I'm going to continue to be respectable. I'm going to continue to be lovable. I mean, that's just like what I'm going through right now. You ain't going to destroy me to the point to where I can't love somebody. I'm going to keep right on loving somebody. Because that's just who and what I am. And there's nobody in my life journey that's so tough that they can change me and make me into something that I'm not. I've suffered through that.
Right.
And I've been liberated from that. So I know what it feels like to be contaminated with someone else's poison, and you walking around for like 33 years, contaminated, and being forced to hate your own parents. Man, I had to be liberated from all that. But see, you can't do that to me now. You can't do that to me. I miss my sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And BB is one of the primary people in my life that has always caused my life hardship. But I miss my sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless of what she's done, and regardless of all the lies that she spread beyond the family, simply because I was liberated from all of that pain when I went down there to the King Memorial, I miss my sister. I can say that now, and I can mean that now. Because the last time I saw my sister in person is when I got off work in the morning, and she was in Las Vegas with one of her boyfriends. Now, I hadn't seen my sister in 8 years, and I walked right past her. I walked right past her and just went home.
Dang.
Now, back in the day, I was thinking, to hell with her. She hurt me. But who I am right now, there's no way in the world I would have walked past my sister. No way. Because that was an opportunity for reconciliation, regardless of what she did. So I had to heal from all of that stuff. And I could have healed her. That's why I say, I miss my sister, and the next time I see her, I'm going to let her know that. And if she continues to be who or what she is, I'm going to tell her, I still love you, and no matter what you say or what you do, you ain't going to get me to hate you.
Right.
Because you're not going to put that poison in me. Somebody put that poison in me again. Somebody walking around hating their sister, hating their parents. That's unnatural. And you have to become unnatural in order to maintain that. And it doesn't feel good walking around here being altered, warped, and walking around with a bunch of hatred in you. Nobody is going to get me to hate nothing and nobody. I don't give a damn what you do and what you say. But I will get the hell away from you. Because if simply being in your presence, I'm being looked down upon for absolutely no reason. He brought this on himself. What the hell was I supposed? What the hell did I bring on myself?
Well, then what we was talking about just not too long ago tonight about not mind. You really kind of like wishing that certain people go or would die or whatever. Would that be considered hate, or would that be something else?
No, that would be. Don't get me wrong, because that's not our fault that we feel that way. We just want the abuse to stop.
Right.
I'm talking about people that are consistently trying to hurt you. Of course, you don't want that to continue. And if they just live in lives to hurt others, just like Hitler hurt the Jews, and the people like that, the big dictator. Of course, you want those people exterminated. I mean, that's just a natural human response. So I wouldn't consider that hatred. You see, because what you want is the hatred to end.
Right.
And if someone consistently is putting you down and lying on you, lying about who you are, and just slandering you because they know that they're full of shit, and they want everybody to, they're trying to reflect their madness on you, because they deal with what you call those impressions and visuals and stuff like that. As long as they can convince everybody that you're the bad person, then they know that everybody's looking at you and not them.
Right.
But behind the scenes, it's something totally different. And I made absolutely certain that was known. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, because that has to be known in order for me to get the assistance that I need out here. Why are you trying to prevent somebody to help me, and then complain at the same time that I can barely help myself? That's evil. Talking me down. I mean, you're just dogging me out. What the hell did I do to you?
Right.
I don't have nothing there, man. Nothing's there.
Right.
Because as time goes on, the more people talk to you. Look, man, it's like this, blah, 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 blah. This is that, this, you did that. You're like, damn, really? And so all of these thoughts, I just wasn't just imagining things. This is actually what's been going on. So my assumptions, a lot of my assumptions actually are true. And from very reliable sources. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just because you don't hear me talking to certain people don't mean I haven't been communicating with them.
Right.
Because once they get to know me, they see that I don't mean nobody no harm, and I don't. It's not an act.
Right.
I don't mean anybody any harm. And when people can see that about you, they respect that, and so eventually your phone will start ringing, and people will start telling you what's been said and stuff like that, and what's really been going on while you was in Las Vegas.
Right.
And all of these things start getting told to you because people have grown to respect you because they see that you're genuine. You're a genuine brother out here just trying to make it.
Right.
And so what you do whatever you have to do to get on your feet, and then when you do make a change, you make a total change. Cut it off completely. I don't even want to be your fucking friend.
Right.
Because when I was down, you was kicking me in my side. You wasn't trying to help me get up.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the people who was actually trying to help me, you were trying to prevent them from helping me. So no, I don't want to be your friend.
Right.